ITC officials gave an update on the elevated levels of benzene. That was this morning, and they explained what they believe may have been the cause. Matt Doherty is in Southeast Houston with the very latest from the company this afternoon. Matt?
Yeah, Lynn, the latest information from the company is from several hours ago. They told us they couldn't say whether this would happen later again this evening or tomorrow. They say they just don't know for sure. Here's what they did tell us, though. They said the fire is still extinguished and firefighters are still applying some of that foam. ITC says it believes the increased levels of benzene could be due to shifting levels of foam in one of the tanks. They say they first got the benzene readings at 4 o'clock this morning. Then they say they took action to protect their employees, relayed the information to local officials, who then issued those shelter-in-place advisories. Once again, the company's public information officer apologized for the incident and once again became emotional.
And I think they know we will make this right. We will fix it and we will make it right. And I think all of the residents of Deer Park who know us know that that will happen.
A spokesman from the EPA said the agency is conducting air samplings throughout the surrounding area. He says a large bus is recording levels of benzene in the air and had only found one sample that registered as an actionable level. He says so far the agency has not found any continuously elevated levels of benzene in the air. Now, I spoke with ITC representatives just a little while ago. They're telling us they're not expecting to have any more news conferences this evening or throughout the rest of the night. They're telling us that the next scheduled time that they're going to be giving us an update is tomorrow morning. Back to you.